The idea that you exist in this world that no other person who's a general manager in pro sports exists in is so stupid. And I'm not calling him stupid because personal attacks are beneath it. It's a dumb idea. But I did see from our friend Bobby Belt, who also talked to David Mulligetta, much like Clarence Hill does, stays in contact with the principals. You know what I'm saying? And he had a couple of interesting nugs where he was just trying to get, because David Mulligetta is an agent. He's not going to do the Jerry Jones bit where he's going to get out front and be like, let me just tell you all the things and spin these. But Bobby wanted to get from him just to make sure, like, hey, when they say that you guys haven't wanted to do a deal, can you just tell me after his third year in the league, so last offseason, were you guys open for business? And David Mulligetta confirmed, yes. At the Combine, we told them, open for business. Mm-hmm. And they told us, oh, we got other stuff we got to take care of. Like, I get it. Okay. And the stuff that they had to take care of was Dak Prescott, who they didn't get done until the day before the season started. Mm-hmm. Right? And so now we're in the season. And Micah and David Mulligetta are like, we're in the season now. See you in the offseason. Try again. Radio silence. So that's directly from a principal. Jerry's going to spin all sorts of tales. But it actually doesn't even matter what Jerry spins anymore because he's coming right out and saying, I am completely inept at this job and I shouldn't have it. Like, he's saying it over and over and over. When he's saying, like, I am a general manager in the National Football League and I will not talk to his agent. So he's just announcing, I am not fit for the job that I do and I shouldn't have it. And if there were anyone above me in this organization, they would have fired me 15 times over in the last 30 years. He's telling us that, so I guess I don't have to say he's spinning tails. He's telling you to your face, I'm not fit for this job, but please buy my stuff. And so that's where we are, is at a place where the Micah camp is not joking, playing, or trying to leverage. They are saying, you won't even talk to us. We don't want to be here. And they mean it. It's not part of the banter. Now, when Jerry Jones stops being a goofy and calls an agent to get a contract done, that stance will change because Micah does want to be a Cowboy. Right. He's always wanted to be a Cowboy.
He's been a Cowboy fan. His family's been a Cowboys fan. His family's a Cowboys fan. He grew up a Cowboys fan.
But he's living in this moment of dealing with this general manager who's unfit for this job and shouldn't have it, and just sitting there with a brick wall because Jerry is still going back to, man, I wish I lived in the 1800s.
It seems as if Jerry has went 10 whole toes down on this concept of, well, he and I talked.
Yes.
Like, he and I talked.
Yeah.
And as antiquated as that may sound of, hey, he and I talked. And we talked about these numbers, which Micah has come out and vehemently said, yes, we had talked, but that I didn't come there talking concept. I came to talk about a leadership meeting, which then led to some numbers, and that we had kind of was on the same page.
Right.
And I wanted to get those numbers back to my agent. But Jerry has he has dug his feet into the ground of, here's what he said, here's what I said.
Right.
In this quiet room with just the two of us, damn it, that's what I'm sticking on. And if that's the case, he hasn't even sent that number over. I don't even know what that number is, but they haven't sent that number over to David Mulligetta to even reject or accept.
Yeah. And I think, like, you're taking me even further down the rabbit hole of I'm baffled that there's a real person in pro sports that holds the title of GM that could really live in this world where it's, well, I talked to Micah. We had a deal. I have no idea what they want now. We had a deal.
Right.
It's not a deal. And it's like, he's not the one doing the deal.
Right.
And then Jerry actually went back to one of his good old stories, which is, I bought the Dallas Cowboys with a handshake and eye contact. Right. You did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You absolutely didn't. You can talk to the man that you bought it from, agree on a price, and then you go get your lawyers, you draw it up, and you sign paper. You did not buy the Cowboys with a handshake and a wink, brother. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
People who do contracts drew them up, and you signed them. And somebody talked to them to get them drawn up.
Yep.
The idea that you exist in this world that no other person who's a general manager in pro sports exists in is so stupid. And I'm not calling him stupid because personal attacks are beneath it. It's a dumb idea that the job I occupy is general manager and I don't talk to people who do contracts. It's so goofy and I don't understand. And ultimately, right now with where they are, I also think that he's tired of being told that you guys get run through on every contract.
Possible.
And so on this
Quite
one,
possible.
because he thought that he could end around somebody and get it straight through the player and it didn't work, he might actually hold firm and do what he thinks is best for the team and be like, yeah, we're just never going to. What's he going to do? He's going to skip the season. He's going to play.
And
then we'll see him next offseason. And if I want to do this again, I'll do this again. And can you rotten out that relationship? Sure. Could other players be like, man, they suck? Or other agents, man, I don't want to deal with them. Sure. But there's 32 teams and you have players who want jobs. And so ultimately, maybe he could just do this and it works. I don't know. But it's all so goofy.